You do not need a rice cooker to cook rice. Besides that, rice is a pantry staple, or it should be. Okay? If your power goes out and you got a charcoal grill and you know how to cook rice in a pot, you can cook rice. It's also something that can go a long way to feed a family on a small amount. You need to know how to cook rice in a pot. I don't know how to cook rice in a rice cooker, ricer, whatever I don't even know what the thing looked like. Well, that's a stretch, but I don't have a rice cooker. I've never had a rice cooker. I've been cooking rice in a pot since I was probably like 9 years old, and I just don't understand why it seems to be so hard. So today, I'm going to take y'all step by step. And it ain't many steps, but we're going to go step by step on how to cook rice in a pot, on your stove, on a grill, on a campsite, on anything, on butane. If you have a pot, you can cook rice if you have heat in a fireplace. Been there, done that, okay? So, oh my God, I'm going to bring y'all up closer so I can show y'all how to cook rice. Rice. Just rice, okay? Okay, before I bring you all up closer, I know on the ingredients, I said you really only need one thing, and you do. You'll need some water and some rice. The salt and the butter that I mentioned earlier is optional, but what you will need is a pot with a lid, preferably a tight fitting lid. And I'm not making a lot of rice because I'm not even getting ready to eat any rice, but I just need to show you all how to make some. So make sure you have a pot with a tight fitting lid. All right? Okay, in general, for basmati rice, which is what we're cooking today, and just your general white rice, your long grain rice, even medium rice, your white rices, okay? Your basic rice that most people cook. It is a 2-to-1 ratio, okay? A 2-to-1 ratio. So, in other words, if you have 1 cup of rice, you need 2 cups of water. I have a half cup of rice, so I have a whole cup of water. All right. It doesn't matter if you have 3/4 cup of rice, you want a cup and a half of water. That's it. I have my pot. I've turned it on high. I'm going to pour this water in. We're going to bring this water up to a good rapid boil. Don't do anything else. At this point, you can walk away and wait until your pot comes up to boil. There's nothing else to do. You have a pot, you have water, and it's in here. Okay? Now we wait. When it boils, we'll be back. All right. We are boiling. Okay? At this point, all you want to do is take your rice and pour it in. Okay, as you can see, it kind of slowed down and just stopped boiling. I like to go in right now and just give it one good stir. Now, I am going to put some salt and butter in this rice, but in just a moment. Right now, you leave the top off and let it start to come back up to a boil, but reduce your heat all the way down to low, whatever low is on your stove. At this point, you don't want to put your top on just yet. I am going to put a little salt in mine. As well as a little butter. This rice smells good already, guys. Just a pat of butter. That's only because I like the taste. It's not necessary. You don't want to use the butter and the salt, leave it out. It's not necessary to cook the rice. I like the flavor of it, okay? So I'm giving this a stir. That butter will melt in, and right now, we just want to put the lid on it and walk away, okay? Okay, so I am playing around about this rice today because I just think it's funny. But there's simple things that I don't know how to cook even to this day. So no shame in the game. All right. You don't know, but I hope you will know now. All right. It's important that you know how to cook rice in a pot. All right. It's a survival. It's a survival pantry staple. All right. And you can cook it easily and it'll feed a lot. Now, how long am I going to cook it? For probably about 10 or 15 minutes, but you want to cook it until the liquid is absorbed. It's really, really helpful if you have a pot that has a top on it that you can see through. So you don't have to keep peeking, okay? But if not, give it 10 minutes, peek and see where that water level is. And at that point, you can even taste it. If it tastes tender, everyone doesn't like their rice cooked the same. So if you like your rice more on the mushy side, let it go a little bit longer. If you don't, take it off the heat at that time. We're going to come back and I'm going to show you all of that. But rice is one of the most simplest things you can cook. Now, if you want to add additional flavors, a lot of time I put garlic in my rice and parsley. It's just something I like in the taste. I would add that in at the exact same time that you just saw me add in the salt and the butter. It can be whatever flavor profile you want if you want a flavor profile in your rice. If you just simply want it and you're going to put gravy over it or something like that or eat it in a different way, that's great. A lot of people also like cheesy rice. If you're going to add cheese to your rice, wait until your rice is completely done, okay? Like the last couple of minutes, and make sure the cheese is grated so that it will melt easier, and just stir it in, put that top on and let it sit. It'll continue to melt. And when you fluff up the rice, you should be able to just go ahead and fluff it up with that cheese in it too. So we're going to let that rice cook and we'll be back. Approximately 10 minutes. And you see how the rice looks? See, it's not stuck together or anything else. Now, it still has a little bit of liquid in it. It's done. But because it still has just a little bit, and you can't see the liquid down in there or anything, but if you look at the rice, it's a little bit wetter than you want. So now what you want to do, keep the top on it and remove it from the heat. I have an electric stove, so I have to actually move it off the heat to another space on the stove. If you have a gas stove, just cut the heat off and let it sit for an additional 10 minutes. We'll be back. Okay, we are all done with it. And as you can see, it's nice and fluffy. You can fluff it up. You can fluff it up with a fork. And it was easy peasy. See, I told you all you need is a pot with a good fitting lid. Look at it. That was so easy. You don't need the expense of another gadget, someplace to store, someplace to sit it out. You can do it outside. You can do it on a grill. You can do it on a stove. You can do it anywhere you may need to do it. Okay, so if you are new to the channel, welcome, welcome, welcome. Thank you so much for coming and hanging out with me today here in my kitchen. I really do appreciate each and every one of you guys. If you are not subscribed to the channel, take a second and subscribe to the channel. Let's get to 1.5 million subscribers together. Returning subscribers, thank you so much. And channel members, thank you so much for your loyal, faithful support. Oh my goodness. Now we are going to still do a taste test. Although it's just plain rice, we're still doing a taste test. Don't forget to check out my other channels, Pam's POV, where I do other tips, tricks, and hacks that are non-cooking related. Pam's POV, where I pop up live, maybe in the garden, maybe just sitting and chatting, and at the Scaredy Cat Gardener, all on YouTube. Okay, this is amazing. You can put it in the refrigerator. I typically don't like to refrigerate it for more than 24 hours because rice is actually susceptible to mold. So you don't want to refrigerate it long, but as you saw, it's really quick and easy to cook. Oh my goodness. Look at that. Look at the grains. Look at it. Nothing stuck together at all. Okay? So, delicious. Oh my goodness. And every single kernel is separated. I will see you all next time, the good Lord willing and the creek don't rise. Bye bye.